This is South Korea. And this is North Korea. South Korea stands as one of the most prosperous economies globally, boasting a population of approximately 51 million individuals. This nation takes pride in being the birthplace of major tech giants such as Samsung, Hyundai, and LG. Additionally, South Korea showcases a remarkable soft power through its captivating pop culture, dramas, and delectable cuisine. On the other hand, North Korea, although less advanced, is home to around 25 million people and possesses an impressive military capability, coupled with a nuclear program. The division of North and South Korea has persisted for only 70 years, resembling the case of Germany, which successfully reunited. However, unlike Germany, the Korean peninsula faces significant obstacles that make reunification practically unattainable in the current circumstances. In this video, we will delve into the potential advantages of Korean unification and explain why a Korean unification is virtually impossible. If you think about it, reunification can bring a lot of advantages to Korea. Given that Korea would be united under the democratic and capitalistic system of South Korea, there are very appealing reasons for reunification. First, it increases the size of population. A unified Korea would have a population of around 75 million from 50 million. This is similar to the size of Germany. With this, Korea would be able to secure a rich domestic market without relying too much on international exports. Also, the biggest issues in South Korea right now are declining birth rates and aging population. With reunification, these problems could be solved quickly. Also, there will be less reason to maintain their millions of military servicemen, and more people will be able to contribute to other productive areas of society. The second reason is the vast amount of resources. According to surveys, North Korea has a significant amount of underground resources estimated to be between $6 and $10 trillion. In particular, North Korea possesses a massive amount of a resource called thorium, which is used in lead, semiconductor, smartphones, cameras, hybrid cars, and more. These valuable resources combined with North Korean cheap labor would strengthen the competitiveness of Korean conglomerates. Russian oil pipelines will also be directly connected to Korea, contributing to Korea's energy security. Despite all these palpable benefits, Korean unification is a pie in the sky under the current status quo. Why? Nobody wants it. There are four big players who play a significant role at the Korean theater: US, China, Japan, and Russia. In order to break the status quo without World War III, US and China, if not all of the four countries, need to be favorable towards a Korean unification. However, no one, not even the Koreans themselves, want their unification. First, let's discuss the United States. The United States doesn't want Korean reunification for two main reasons. The first reason is geopolitical. The strategic value of the Korean peninsula to the United States is immense. By deploying US troops to the Korean peninsula, the United States can indirectly deter China and Russia by placing its military in their front yard. Currently, the United States has 27,000 troops stationed in South Korea and 52,000 in Japan. You don't need to be a genius to realize that this is to subdue North Korea, China, and Russia, especially given the rising tension around Taiwan. Not to mention that South Korea is a key partner in terms of trade with the US when it comes to weapons, semiconductors, and many other things to ensure their geopolitical and technological dominance. Next, China also opposes Korean peninsular reunification for several reasons. The first reason is the proximity of US troops. China wants North Korea to act as a buffer zone between themselves and a key ally of the United States. Upon reunification, China would face its biggest threat, the United States, right on its backyard. It also means China would have to defend itself against a unified Korea that is equipped with nuclear weapons. This is exactly why China, under Mao's leadership, sent millions of troops to support North Korea against the UN forces in 1951. North Korea was so geopolitically important to China that Mao sent his own son to the Korean War. His son died in the war while cooking fried rice. The US bomber found his smoke and napalm bombed the hell out of him. The second reason is North Korea's resources. Currently, China holds mining rights in mines located in North Korea. China takes advantage of the abundant resources in North Korea at a low cost. To maintain its access to North Korea's resources, China needs to prevent Korean peninsular reunification. The third reason is the fear of separatist movements by ethnic minorities. Cities like Yanbian, which are located near the North Korean border, have a significant population of ethnic Koreans living in China. If the Korean peninsula were reunified, many ethnic Koreans would likely want to move to Korea. Furthermore, there is a possibility of separatist movements occurring not only among ethnic Koreans, but also among other minority groups in China, such as Tibetans and Uyghurs. This could cause instability in those regions. Lastly, even Koreans don't want a unification. Obviously, we couldn't interview North Koreans, so here we showcase only the South Korean perspective. Ironically, the most significant reasons for both supporting and opposing the unification of the Korean peninsula are related to its economy. While long-term prospects may include economic growth, short-term considerations involve significant economic losses that both the nation and its citizens would have to bear. Considering the economic disparity between South Korea and North Korea, providing support to the unified Korea's North Korean region and its residents becomes essential. This support would primarily rely on taxpayers' money, leading to an inevitable increase in taxes paid to the country. Currently, although South Korea is economically advanced, it has its own problems with youth unemployment, low birth rate, and high asset prices, making unification an unwelcome prospect even without the added burden of increased taxes. Even Germany took nearly 20 years for the country to fully recover the economic impact after reunification. The German government poured gigantic amount of money for 10 years to stabilize and develop the previous East German region. But even that wasn't enough and caused the German economy to stall. Germany at the time even earned the title of the sick man of Europe, and West and East Germany didn't even have the enormous socio-economic disparity between North and South Korea. In addition, if unification were to occur, conflicts and discrimination between the North and South could intensify. In particular, there is a possibility of discrimination against residents of the economically disadvantaged North Korean region. If North Koreans somehow fail to seamlessly assimilate into South Korea's capitalistic society, it would naturally lead to social problems like crime rates or drug use. North Koreans would see South Koreans as superficial snobs who care only about money and status, which is kind of already true. And South Koreans would see North Koreans as a major contributor to social problems and unrest. These regional sentiments can persist in the long term, becoming a significant social problem and a reason to hesitate in supporting unification. Will North and South Korea peacefully unite within our lifetime? Probably not. In order for unification to be possible, a significant shift in geopolitical dynamics needs to happen in the region. For example, if either the United States or China goes downhill and turns into a pile of rubble, there may be a united government in the Korean peninsula once again, since the balance of power is broken. However, this scenario is highly unrealistic as well. While both the US and China have a lot of internal issues that can lead to stagnating growth, their demise is unimaginable unless a nuclear war breaks out. So hold on to your S&P 500 stocks for the time being. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you in the next video, gluttons.